Good morning, guys. I am going to probably work remote today because this morning I have to go to the Minute Clinic. Issues I need to get resolved. Good news for you though is that I get to film a full day of living, how I'm dealing, and give you a quick update on my life, and I will give it to you all in this video. So get ready to get caught up with my life these past few months. So I'm going to show you what I'm eating for breakfast. Super boring because I usually eat the same thing in the mornings. But it's going to be a big old bowl of Greek yogurt, nut butter, with some protein powder and power greens. And this is a flavored one. This is my favorite. Dannon Greek yogurt right here. Chlorella and wheatgrass is from Organic Burst. I haven't really noticed anything different with them. It just makes me feel like I'm healthier, so I'm like, ooh, placebo effect. So I eat smaller things throughout the morning, but then I'll eat like a bigger lunch and a bigger dinner when I get home. And that's just a personal preference. It's not because I'm like, I think because at night I just feel like I want to eat more before bed and get really satisfied. So that's just how I do it. Again, if you're hungry in the mornings, don't make yourself eat a tiny little breakfast. Like, eat a full-on breakfast if that fuels you throughout the day. Eat whatever fuels you. So currently, a lot of you ask, what am I currently doing with my eating and everything and workouts and all that? Honestly, workouts have been pretty casual. Like, I just do a quick 30-minute weight training session with myself, and then I'll follow up with 20 minutes of cardio, and it's been pretty maintaining like that. I don't have any goals to gain weight. I don't have any goals to lose weight. I'm pretty much just maintaining, and I'm able to do that with about 30 minutes of weight training and 20 minutes of low cardio, like treadmill or elliptical. As for eating, I'm doing intuitive eating still, common sense eating, aka just living. I don't label anything. I obviously do check the nutrition label when I'm shopping in stores, or just for awareness, I'll look at the numbers. Like, if I'm buying tortillas, I'm gonna choose a tortilla that has the lower calorie option, you know, the higher fiber option. If I'm choosing anything, if I'm like in the decision between two things, I'll obviously choose the more macro-friendly one, but that's not to say that I'm counting macros or anything. I'm not saying that counting macros is a bad thing either. Counting macros got me out of the mindset of clean versus dirty food or healthy versus unhealthy. That taught me that you can have cookies and still fit it into your diet and not be scared that you're gonna gain weight. If there was a magical cookie with the macros of 20 carbs, 2 fat, and 3 grams protein, and another healthier touted food with the same exact macros of 20 grams of carbs, 2 fat, and 3 protein, whatever I just said. Those are equivalent to your body. Calories in versus calories out. So I can eat this so-called unhealthy food with XYZ macros, or this healthy food with XYZ macros, but your body's gonna view it the same way. Nutrient density is always different. Like, if something has higher nutrients like vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, micronutrients, yeah, maybe it's better for your body, but in terms of gaining weight or losing weight, that's all calories in versus calories out. Macros is just a more detailed way of making sure you're hitting like the right protein, carbs, and fat. I like counting macros more than calories. You don't want to eat like 1,500 calories of straight up fat or 1,500 calories of straight up carbs. You want that balance between protein, carbs, and fat. So that's why I think macros is better. Your body's gonna take in the calories. If it's under your maintenance calories, you're gonna lose weight. If it's over your maintenance calories, you're gonna gain some weight. At your maintenance calories, then you're gonna maintain. You can easily find macronutrient calculators online for free. Just Google macro calculator. Pretty a generic ratio. If you wanted a legit breakdown specifically for you, your body type, everything, go with the personal trainer. I do personal training, and I have an online training site. If you wanted to personally work with me, programs and workouts, a breakdown of macros. Programs do start you off on macros if you want to, but then our end goal is always intuitive eating, because that's, you know, the common sense eating, the non-stressful lifestyle. But if you don't and you're tight on budget, definitely go with the free calculators. They're not as detailed for your body, but they are a good base point. I'm currently just living and eating, so that means some days I eat very nutrient-dense foods, and some days I have the cake, I have the cookies, but I don't go overboard anymore, and that's the beauty of it. Like, so I used to struggle with binge eating. I'm not sure if you've seen my transformation videos, but it's a tough time. I had anorexia first, limited myself, restricted myself to like 500 calories a day, 700 calories a day, 2-hour workouts every day, viewed my body in a very negative way. It's never good enough. My parents told me like I needed to start eating more, and luckily for me it wasn't too hard to get out of that stage. It was very difficult following, so I went through a very hard few years of binge eating. Never fully cured, I guess. You're just never fully cured of any kind of disorder, any eating disorder, mental disorder, physical disorders. It's never fully gone. So I'm not saying I'm cured or anything, but I'm definitely over it like 90%. I overeat, yes, everybody overeats, but to that point of binging where you feel loss of control, can't stop eating, don't know why you're eating, stuffed to the point of no return, that hasn't happened in a very long time, and I'm so happy that I'm able to say that. A lot of the reason I made this YouTube channel was to help a lot of people, because I know it's a very common thing that no one likes to talk about. And a lot of you have been asking me questions, and I'm like, damn, that's a really good question, I'm gonna answer it on a YouTube video, so hopefully I'll make more videos to really help the broader audience that does watch my channel for these kind of tips. I haven't binged in a long time, and I'm so thankful for that, because it's a tough time. I know when my first year experiencing it, I would raid the kitchen, wait for my roommate and my sister to be asleep, eat like a whole loaf of bread with trigger foods, so those cottage cheese and peanut butter and the whole loaf of bread. I would order like food, Jimmy John's, I would go out and buy donuts. It was insane, and I didn't know why I was doing it. Felt like I had no control over my body, had no control over my actions. I felt like I was a zombie, just automatic, buy the food, take the food, eat the food, and then straight up regret. Oh, I'm gonna start over the next day and start a new diet, start a new plan, restrict again for maybe a day, and then fall back into the binge eating cycle. There's this whole cycle. Watch this video on how I broke the cycle. And please let me know if you want me to talk more about anything that I've mentioned briefly here, because I'm not going to go into it all. But let me know in the comments below if you do want me to dive into anything else, because I do want to make more videos to help you all out. I know a lot of my videos have helped. You told me that via Instagram DMs or tweets or comments in my YouTube videos, and I'm so happy for that, and I do want to get back to that. Back to my progress, yeah. Currently just living life and viewing food as everything in moderation. Moderation, not deprivation. Fight for balance. That's my mottos. I've just been living, guys. I go out and have happy hours. I go out and I hang out with friends and have a social life, and I'm not terrified of, oh no, what if this restaurant doesn't have anything that I can eat, or what if we go out to get froyo? Should I say yes or should I say no? You can have everything you want. Every restaurant has the healthier, nutrient-dense options, like salads. Froyo, it's like by the pound, so you can choose what you want to put into it. Like, you're never forced to do anything you don't want to do. And if you are stuck in those situations, you can be smart about it. You do have the power to control yourself, and you are strong. It's just that self-doubt where you're like, I'm gonna fall back into the same patterns, and I don't want to make the effort to change my habits. And that's where it gets you. Or I know you want to change, because no one wants to be in the situation, but it takes a lot of work. Repetition, it takes a lot of work to break a habit. I view binge eating in this way. First, it starts off with a trigger. So what triggered mine was my whole anorexia period kind of just finally snapped me, and I got into the binge eating. And soon enough, then it became a habit, and I kept reinforcing the habit by restricting and binging, like a reward habit. So it became that, and for a long time I was like, why can't I stop this? I know I want to stop, I know I have the power to stop, but why am I still doing it? It's because it's a habit, and habits are so strong. It's so difficult to break a habit. It's that cycle of wanting to control, doing the action, restricting by wanting more control, and repeating it over and over again. And that's the habit cycle you're stuck in. You need to get yourself out of it and continuously get yourself out of it. So a way to break a habit that I've read in The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, great book, you gotta find something else to replace it, or you gotta divert yourself to do something else. Watch my video on changing habits, but it's an all over the place video. I didn't plan any of it. Josie Blabbles, but I just wanted to give you an update on my life. Let me know if anything you really want to hear about in the comments, and I will film it. Get to the mini clinic because I got to go. Okay, just got out of the minute clinic. It's around 10:46, and I'm gonna eat this Quest bar on my ride home. It is apple pie. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is happiness in a bowl. Bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. A bowl with a scoop of brown rice, half sofritas, half chicken, fajitas, green salsa, mild salsa. I put my own hot sauce on it. I mean, it's hot sauce. Just look at it. Just look at it. It is hell and it is spicy, and we underestimated it because we're like, oh yeah, we're badasses. Spice doesn't scare us, but that spice was so spicy. This salad bowl, corn, best lunch ever. Still currently working, but I'm wanting something kind of sweet. So what I like to do is get a glass. There's still some water in here, but that's okay. And I actually like to get some flavor drops from My Protein. You can get any flavor drops, any stevia, sweetener. A few drops in, pour my almond milk in. Makes it taste like you're drinking a sweet, like chocolate milk or something. And I just like to drink almond milk, so yeah. So this is the time of day, 3 o'clock, where I just want something sweet, I guess. So I'm gonna have a square bar. These are so good. Cherry coconut, oh my god. Also drinking water, because who knows if I'm actually hungry or if I'm just craving something sweet, you know? Looks like delicious. So it's like pretty much eating a candy bar, but it's organic, so healthy.
Turn it up in a hot box. Light it up in a hot box. Pour it up in a hot box. Let's in a hot box. Up on my buzzy down the right. Up on my buzzy down the right. Yeah, all my niggas down the right. To the East Coast where Brooklyn at, and we chillin' on the West where Oakland at. Young be riding and smoking that. Anywhere that we feel, bro, we holding that. Can't sit still, bro, yeah, we rolling that. Ooh, wait, running, I'm down for a real one. Foggy from the window to the wall to the ceiling. No, I'm a size, but I'm about to make a killing. Stay mobbing, is you with it? You talk it, bro, but we live it. Girlfriend wanna visit. My patrols up when I lit it. Turn it up in a hot box. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Light it up in a hot box. Light it up,